Well, good afternoon, everyone. We are here today at the State Emergency Operations Center to talk about what is coming up in the weather this weekend and early into next week. We know with the predictions of the amount of snow that we're going to have, that's going to be all over the state, as well as the very low temperature that will remain for a while, we know that both of these are huge indicators of problems. We know when we have this much snow, we have more accidents on the road. Sometimes these are fatal accidents. We also know that with a temperature this low, it can be a very, very dangerous situation for anyone who is out very long. So the real message, and we're going to hear in a moment from some of the experts, and then you'll have the opportunity to ask them questions. But Ohio has been working, obviously, to prepare for this. But really, the most important thing is what all of our citizens, all of us, do. And this is a weekend to stay home. This is the weekend to enjoy your home. Most people have got a lot of money invested in their house. It's a great place, but this is the chance to spend some time there. This is the opportunity to watch a couple NFL football games. I'm sorry we don't have Ohio teams in it, but a couple NFL football games. It's time to watch basketball. It's time to listen to music. It's time, if you like to cook, to try the recipes you've been waiting to try, the book you want to read, binge watch the movies you want to watch. Seriously, a great weekend just to kind of enjoy your family and to stay home. Fran and I intend to be home, and we'll be close to our grandkids, and so it can be a very fun weekend. It's not a weekend to become frustrated because you can't go out, or it's not a weekend to become decide that you really have to go someplace. So all of us really can kind of control how safe that we're going to be this weekend, and it is a serious time with a serious danger. This weather is a serious danger for Ohioans all over the state. Let me go first to Sima Merrick. Sima heads this operation, has headed it for many years. And Sima, let me turn it over to you.
Thanks, Governor. So I'm going to give you an update first on what we're doing here at the Emergency Management Agency. And in this room, you're at, as the Governor mentioned, at the State Emergency Operations Center. Our team continues to coordinate with our partners at the National Weather Service as the forecast for this winter weather event continues to be updated and more refined. As you know, there are many modules out there. They're starting to come into alignment, so we're getting a better view of what's happening. In addition to coordinating with the National Weather Service, we're also coordinating with several of our state agency emergency operation rooms partners that will occupy this room. Our coordination includes ensuring lines of communication remain open and active ahead of the storm, keeping Governor DeWine and the team up to date, and ensuring that we're getting timely information from the county emergency management agencies on all 88 of our counties, in addition to sharing information with them as well. The National Weather Service continues to have coordination calls with the counties to update them on what's happening as well in the weather. I'll give a real quick overview of some of the things we've heard. While the initial forecasts for the storm have shifted over the last several days, the National Weather Service is now confident that there will be a significant amounts of snowfall throughout the state of Ohio. As the snowstorm develops, the National Weather Service is predicting widespread travel implications and impacts. So as the governor indicated, and you'll hear from all of us, please stay home. Enjoy your family, cook, read a good book. And also, while the snowfall is likely to accumulate as light, flaky, powdery snow, southern Ohio could see a little bit of some sleet in the area that would minimize snowpack, but it'll be heavier in that area. As again, they're still refining that. The other thing I don't want to lose sight of is there's also the extreme cold that we're looking at. It's cold today. It'll remain cold throughout the snow. And then beyond that, we're cold for the next foreseeable days after the snow exits the state of Ohio. So pay particular attention to hypothermia and taking care of yourselves, your pets, and your home. Thank you.
Senator, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Let me now ask Mitch Blackford to come up, representing ODOT, to talk about the road conditions and what ODOT is doing.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for attending. Thank you, Governor DeWine, and thank you, Director Merrick. The Ohio Department of Transportation is well prepared for this event. We continue to monitor operational readiness, and we pay key attention to those metrics. We have ample stocks of salt. We have a lot of salt brine. We have other liquid de-icers available. Our mechanics have done a great job going through our fleet, given those last final safety checks, repairing the fleet to maintain that operational readiness in advance of this event. We continue to pay attention to the weather. Director Merrick just gave an update in regards to that weather, so we will continue to monitor the weather with our partner National Weather Service as well as our forecasted vendor in regards to how we staff accordingly depending on the hour and the shifts. So I want to focus my comments on three main topics that will keep the motorists safe as well as our employees safe and keep our highways, roads, and bridges well maintained and safe out there. So one of my first topics is obviously we're encouraging everyone to stay home, but if you must travel the roads this weekend, we encourage you to use our traveler information service, which is ogo.com or the OGO app. That's OHGO, and we highly encourage you to use that app. In that app, we have about 1,300 cameras available that you can view in advance of your travel, so you can get well educated and have an awareness in your travels out there. So check ogo.com or the OGO app. You can view those cameras. There's weather sensors out there. There's weather, and there's a lot of great traveler information service out there. Secondly, we always encourage everybody to give our crews room to work out there. They're trying to clear the roads for the motoring public, and they're trying to clear the roads for themselves. So these employees dedicate a lot of their family time and obviously their weekends and nights to try to maintain safe and passable roads for the motoring public. Try to slow down if you're going to pass, and return the favor and keep them safe as you travel the roads. If we get as much snow as predicted, it seems like the weather event is changing and it might be potentially more snow out there. Please be patient. Our main goal with an intense storm, as we navigate this intense storm, is to plow the roads and make them passable out there. Especially at night when the temperatures drop, the salt doesn't work as good. So it's a little bit slower to work out there. So we'll continue to plow the roads overnight. Salt maybe some intersections that need attention, as well as some lanes in the interstate out there. So please be patient, give us room to work. And then once the snow ends, daylight is our friend and sunlight is our friend. So that gets the salt working. Once the snow ends, we will pay great attention to actually clearing the road down to bare pavement out there. So this is a long duration storm, so you'll see some evolution of how the road conditions are out there. But be sure, once the sun comes out and once conditions present, we will be sure to clear the roads and get them down to bare pavement where you can return posted speeds and be all safe out there. So in regards to our operational readiness and our fleet readiness, we have over 1,500 trucks that will be working this event across 2 shifts because they will work 12-hour shifts. The 12-hour shifts allows them to get home, get something to eat, get well rested so they can come back to work and, go the duration of this storm. So again, 1,500 trucks across 12-hour shifts. That equates to about 3,000 employees working this event. Across 43,000 lane miles. And I want to emphasize the 43,000 lane miles. That's a lot. That's a lot of ground to cover out there. So again, be patient. We're going to prioritize this, and we're going to focus on the interstate routes. priority routes, and then down through the secondaries and all that, and we'll cover every 43,000 lane mile appropriately and timely. The good thing about this storm is it's going to be a weekend event, so we won't have the AM and PM rush hour with people trying to get to work. We also won't have the schools in session and the school kids, so they'll be at home safe. So there's a lot of great things that are in everyone's favor out there. Again, we encourage you to stay home, and we'll do our job accordingly. Finally, one of the last talking points, as the governor mentioned, we encourage everybody to stay home. But if you must be on the roads, leave plenty of time to reach your destination safely. It's not worth the effort or putting time in other dangerous situations. So just leave yourself enough time to navigate the roads out there. An important safety tip for the motorists in regards to your vehicles: make sure your windshields are clear, your windshield wipers are working, the windshield wiper fluid is in the reservoir, and that way everybody can see you and you can see everybody else out there. So that's very important. Remember, our plows work at a much slower pace than the traffic out there, so keep that in mind so we don't have any rear-end situations. And also remember, if you choose to pass, the road typically in front of you or in front of our plows is way worse than the road behind, because we're working to plow the road. So keep that in mind as you pass, because this year we have been struck 34 times already. So keep that in mind as you hit the road and work to get to your destination out there. So I want to thank the support of local law enforcement, the local agencies across Ohio, as well as the Ohioans in general. We all are in this together, and we'll all do a great job, and we'll get through this together, because it's just a short weekend, and Monday everything should be looking a lot better out there. Okay? Now I'm going to turn it back over to Governor DeWine. Yep.
Mitch, thank you very much. I just reiterate the one thing Mitch said. ODOT workers are out there, and many, many times, unfortunately, in these storms, they get struck by a car or truck. So it's a dangerous situation for them. So please do everything you can to protect them. One of the things that happens during a storm such as this is each local sheriff makes a decision, and it's a continuing decision. It's a kind of a rolling decision in regard to what the dangerous conditions are out there. And this has to do with whether you should go out on the road. 88 counties, 88 different areas. They know their counties. They are seeing this with the men and women who they have on the road, and so they know the conditions of the road, frankly, better than anybody does. So I would just ask everyone to, as you see this, every county labeled in your media market, your area, watch for your county, because that's a decision that your sheriff and the sheriff's deputies are making to give you the best information that they can. Let me ask Sheriff John Sweeney from Madison County to come up and just talk a little bit about how they do that. Sheriff?
Thank you, Governor, and I'm jealous that desserts that Fran's probably going to make you that I'm not going to get. But the Governor is absolutely correct. As this storm develops and we start to see this kind of a snowfall inside, staying off the roadways and then is probably the best to be. But I want to touch a little bit on our snow levels. Just like the Governor said, there's 88 different counties, 88 different sheriffs. It has different municipalities and agencies taking the snow off the roadway. We have 3 levels of snow emergency that we make a determination. And, for mine might be a little bit different than others where we're rural. I have ODOT, my county engineer, and my municipality. So whenever we make a determination to go in there, I make sure that I consult with my engineer. I make sure I consult with the director of our ODOT within our county. As we start to see the roads become slippery and snow covered, we'll probably go up to a level 1. And, some may see the other county next to them go up to level 2. Well, they may be different. I, again, talk with those people, the county engineer and the drivers. Are their equipment working? How is the roadways? Are they starting to develop some blowing and drifting? As they become blowing and drifting, then we might go up to a level 2 snow emergency. At that point in time, we ask that you only travel on the roadways if you absolutely have to. Make sure you have the essentials at home so that you don't have to get out. And, we may stay at a level 2 for quite some time, even though if it might start to get a little bit worse or you see a little bit more drifting, we start to talk with those guys, make sure the equipment's still working and their drivers are out on the roadway. At that point in time, if it becomes to a potential that we have to see a level 3, now, at least for me in Madison County, a level 3, I kind of think we're starting to see blizzard conditions. It's not the fact that maybe that there's not as much snow on the roadway that there was at a level 2 than a 3, but our resources are starting to get tasked. Our troopers are not able to respond to the cars in the ditch. Our deputies can't get to the location. Our firefighters, our squads can't get to render you aid. So that's why we consider when we go to a level 3 that at this point in time, it may be some time till we get to help you. So we ask that you stay off the roadway and only essential people travel. Other than that, like the governor said, make sure that you get with your local sheriffs in the state of Ohio, see what levels they're at, and make that determination if you really think you need to travel or not. Said there's a lot of determination. I talk with Sheriff Baldwin at Franklin County. We talk a lot when these storm hits. Our levels might not be the same. We may be seeing the same snowfall, but our resources are differently. So I want to thank everyone, and thank you, Governor, for giving us the opportunity to speak.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now let me introduce Colonel Jones of the Ohio State Highway Patrol to kind of talk about how the patrol is approaching this and what they're doing to prepare. Colonel?
Thank you, Governor. Well, good afternoon. Winter in Ohio has a way of reminding us of how quickly conditions can change and really how little control we sometimes have once we're on the roads. That's why the message from the Ohio State Highway Patrol today is incredibly important. We need to make the best decisions before you travel. For many Ohioans, that may mean staying home, and I know you've heard that quite a bit since we've started this. Staying home and avoiding non-essential trips until the conditions improve. Last winter, there were more than 15,000 crashes on snow, ice, and slush-covered roads across Ohio. That was nearly double the number from the previous winter and the highest total we've seen in 5 years. 17 of those crashes were fatalities. That's 17 lives lost. These are not just numbers, they are families that are forever changed. When we look at the data, unsafe speed is a leading factor, whether it's driving too fast for conditions, following too closely, or simply trying to push through weather that demands patience and caution. Winter roads can be unforgiving. Slow down, increasing the distance between you and the vehicle in front of you, and recognizing when travel can wait can truly save lives. For those who do not need to be on the roads, for those who do need to be on the roads, please know that our troopers will be working alongside the Ohio Department of Transportation and local law enforcement to keep Ohioans as safe as possible. But no level of response can replace preparation. Before you leave home, take a moment to make sure your vehicle is ready for winter driving. Check your tires and your battery. Make sure your windshield washer fluid is full. Carry a winter emergency kit with the basics you may need if you're delayed or stranded. This preparation matters more than many people realize. If you do find yourself involved in a crash or your vehicle breaks down, turn on your hazard lights, move your vehicle as far off the roadway as possible, and remain inside and call pound 677 or 911 to get help. If your vehicle becomes stuck in the snow, clear the tailpipe to reduce the risk of carbon monoxide poisoning. These simple steps can protect you while help is on the way. And at the end of the day, our call to action is this. Please do not underestimate winter weather, and do not overestimate what your vehicle or you can handle. The safest decision is sometimes the hardest one, especially when we're busy or trying to get somewhere quickly. But no appointment, no errand or destination is worth putting your life or anyone else's life at risk. We want every Ohioan to arrive safely. That begins with careful driving and knowing when it's best to stay home. Please slow down, prepare and take care of one another on our roadways. Thank you, Governor.
Thanks, Colonel. Appreciate it. Sima?
Okay, so I'm going to round us out here on some preparedness activities and preparedness things that you can do first for personal safety and also for your home and safety at your home. Given the extreme winter conditions, many Ohioans will want to rely on space heaters for heating their home or generators. You don't want to use generators, camp stoves, fireplaces, gas insert fireplaces in particular, and space heaters, one, unattended, or two, to have anything that can burn within 3 feet of those heat sources. It is imperative that you all make sure that you are home and do not leave them run when you're not home. During cold temperatures, you must limit your time outdoors, watch for hypothermia, dress appropriately. We've heard this a lot, but I do believe that the more you hear it, it kind of sinks in. Wear layers of loose-fitting, lightweight clothing along with a hat, scarf, and mittens. Mittens tend to keep your hands a little warmer than gloves because they will generate, your hands and fingers are next to each other in there to generate that heat. Keep dry and change out of wet clothing immediately to reduce the chills and to reduce hypothermia. For pets and livestock, if possible, bring your pets inside during cold winter weather. Move other animals or livestock to sheltered areas and make sure they have access to non-frozen drinking water. That freezes very, very quickly. Right now, before the storm, you should figure out your communication plan. Think about your neighbors who may be elderly, homebound, may need to be checked on. Figure out how to do that and how to communicate with people.
Happy to take any questions. Yeah, let me check to see if we have any resources that have left Ohio. Colonel, anything, any
No, sir.
communication? I don't think we,
We don't have any requests at this time.
no pending requests at this time. I mean, one of the things that, certainly could happen, it looks like we may avoid a lot of the ice. And ice, as we know, is, a real problem as far as lines coming down, and there are other states that look like they're going to get hit with this ice. So this could be an evolving situation where we may be asked for help as we move forward. Anybody else?
Governor, you just mentioned electricity. What, are the companies ready for, situations that when power lines fall down and you inform people that, without electricity, it's hard to be informed of the situation?
Yeah, I mean, the utilities companies we've been in contact with them. They are ready. And again, we hope we avoid the ice. That's what's the killer in taking the lines down. And so we hope we avoid that. We'll see if the projections are correct. So, but they assure me that they are ready. So.
Are there any resources or recommendations the state is giving to municipalities and other communities for how to help the homeless or the unhoused population during the storm?
Well, again, I mean, we're in touch with the local communities. This is handled generally, locally. But that, it certainly is always a concern when you have temperatures down as low as it is now, and it will remain, particularly in regard to our homeless. So, yeah. One of the things, we've been involved in doing, ODOT has been involved in basically loaning salt out. So we've been, it's never distributed perfectly. So we do have salt, and we have been sharing that. So.
That's very important, and that's why you don't see a lot of level threes, because like I said, at that point in time, you're putting yourself in danger. If you go out and get stuck, we probably can't get to you because, we're stuck ourselves, or we're using our resources to get us to get to you, and you never know, when we can come help you.
Anybody else?
Can you take a non-emergency question?
Sure.
Okay.
I thought, we would get off topic at some point, so.
Here's what I'm thinking there. So I have a question about the security of gubernatorial candidates. There's a bill that would
Sure.
address giving security to gubernatorial candidates, lieutenant governor. Have you seen that bill? What are your thoughts about it?
I've not read the bill. I've heard about the bill. I support the bill. We live, unfortunately, in, I would say, heightened time. The concerns, I think, about security in regard to public officials should be heightened. That's just the world we live in today. And so, I think that, candidates who are running for governor, they do have a high profile, and it seems to me to make a lot of sense to be able to give them the help that they need.
Governor, I also have a off-topic question. So about 4 months ago, the Supreme Court said that you guys owed $200 million in nursing home payments. They haven't happened yet. Any sense of when?
No, we're talking to members of the legislature. We'll be dealing with this. We follow the law, so.
Sorry, just because the nursing homes are saying they're going to owe taxes on that money, and they actually don't have it yet to pay those taxes.
Okay, we'll take that into consideration. Anybody else?
So what is Fran fixing something special for this kind of weather?
I hope. I hope.
What's the usual fix for bad weather?
Well, I can only wish, and I haven't talked to Fran, so this is what Fran will do. But if we had chicken and noodles, that would be wonderful.